Greetings! My name's Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. Welcome back to Super Amazing Wagon Adventure. The most historically accurate game of all time.
Let's go adventure.
Yep. Again. Yeah, games like Oregon Trail, what have you, tried to have sort of historically accurate depictions of the migrants going across America, but none of them compared to this game, of course. So naturally, we're going to be going in our in the wild, which has the weapon, instead of a pistol, it instead, as you fire I keep forgetting, it's a falcon, a hawk, something like that. Some kind of bird. And we got a hunting mode, which of course is capable of carrying several entire corpses back to us, as you do. A posse of bandits. You may notice that, despite saying that we need to suck up on food for the journey, we're actually only taking on pelts from that hunting trip. That's because the settlers didn't actually need food. They were actually robots who didn't actually need to eat, but they had to keep up appearances. And machine gun arm bandit. And of course, machine guns were invented in the early 400 BC. I didn't know it's skunks. I didn't know that. Yeah, early 400 BC by the ancient Romans. So encountering them here is actually pretty archaic. Ah, an entrance to a cave. Filled with giant spiders. Yeah, giant spiders were a menace to many migrant travelers. Actually, one of the leading causes of death right after dysentery. Maybe if they stopped going into random caves, that wouldn't be the case. But unfortunately, they're very stupid. Brilliant idea, jump thrower. Yeah, as you know, wagons were capable of jumping great distances. Well, it's the, the oxen. They're capable of leaping incredible distances even with massive loads on their backs, because the oxen are auto robots. And in the middle of the rapids, damn it. Oop, fuck. Well, sometimes they fail to actually jump far enough. Okay, I was about to tell you, are these boulders ever gonna stop? Anyway, there's the other side of the river. Alright, wait for it. Okay, now, sometimes there's a sneaky bunch of boulders that comes out to try and catch you out. Alright, the Great Plains. I'm not, yeah. Not much great with it. I mean, there's not really much great about them, you know? And, yeah, see? My oxen got sick. Not great at all. Oh. Oh wait, maybe my guy is a buffalo then. Alright, that's it. I mean, buffalo and oxen are actually the same thing. They just don't want you to know that. It's a branding thing. Actually, buffalo and oxen invented copyright. You probably didn't know that. It happened like centuries ago. Smaller, easy to maneuver wagon. Nice. I would have preferred a better weapon, but that works still. See? We only bought a wagon, but look. That's clearly a different... That's clearly an oxen, not a buffalo. But it only makes sense if you realize that they're the same thing. They just... It's like putting on different clothes for them, you know? Anyways, we're going through this reenactment. They're actually reenacting a battle that hasn't actually happened yet. That actually happens a lot in reenactment. Actually, there was you'd be surprised how many wars broke out because of reenactors. Wagon's interference in the battle decimated both Wagon and Union and Confederate forces. The war was lengthened, and there was a great loss of life. Yeah, it happens. That's actually one of the leading causes of you know, wars becoming becoming longer and more bloody. Wagons coming in and killing everyone. Especially, let's see, the first wheel rolled into a haunted burial site. Yeah, another leading cause of second wheel rolled into a herd of buffalo. Oh, this is just free moolah. And I return to the wagon and put the wheel back in place. That's it. Alright. A filling meal of rabbit stew. Again, just for appearances, because these guys are actually robots. They're actually recharging their batteries on the fire. Sort of like las gun batteries. They can be recharged just by putting them in a heat source. Actually, they can recharge in the sun if you're willing to wait a while. Alright, brilliant idea to swim underwater. Do the river. Yeah, obviously, the whole robots being weak to water, electronics being weak to water, that's actually a modern thing due to poor standards of construction. Robots and electronics never used to be vulnerable to water. Alright, let's swim it for it then. Took a deep breath and jumped in. They don't, being robots, they don't actually need oxygen, but it helps. Oh yeah. Here comes the money. And poisonous jellyfish. You know, if you're not certain whether or not you should say poisonous or toxic, or poisonous or venomous, just say toxic. It applies to both. Oh. Oh no. The oxen is, the oxen freaked out and is going faster. Don't, you fool. That'll cut all profit margins. Oh, fuck. No. Oh my god, the giant squid blocked their path. Yeah, giant squid are not a common cause of death, actually, but only because they're, well, for one, they're pushovers, and for another, most settlers didn't actually make it this far. Super amazing inside. We wasn't sure if you should open it. No, you should not. I don't want to replace my bird. Yep. What are we doing? Swimming to the shore of the river. Now, mimics are actually a modern thing. So they never used to exist. They're actually that black people. You fucking racist. This size are dwindling. They hunted. Yep, gotta keep appearances up. Movies were actually invented in the 1930s during World War II. Although, yeah, they were invented by Russia actually. Ow, fuck. Now, llama spitting. That's a common cause of death at settlers. You know llamas spit acid? Oh fuck. It's a way of, it's a self-defense method against the, wolves. Now you may have noticed I had a ray gun earlier. That's because, as you know, like, ray guns are actually really retro. They were invented ages ago. They just somehow got sort of associated with like really retro sci-fi because people just assumed that we'd always be using the weapons of today, when actually ray guns got phased out pretty early. An avalanche started. Of course it did. Well, it's better than the volcano. A few wolves attacked during the avalanche. Of course they did. Still better than the volcano, because at least they're not flaming wolves coming from behind. Alright. Debris strewn out the narrow path. Good. Afraid the wolves would return, they traveled faster. Lovely. This is the plan with neither flaw nor chance of error. Maybe if you could go backwards faster. Nope. Why did I go over? I accidentally drove off a cliff. Of course I did. I can pass through a flock of crows. Of course it did. Fucking crows. Another common cause of death with settlers. Massive crow attacks. Not attacks by massive crows, just massive attacks by crows. Massive crows are a pretty uncommon cause of death. Damn it. Push Maria the wagon. This is why you hold on tightly. Don't listen to fucking songwriters. Hold on tightly, not loosely. Wagon, now a raft, was carried downriver by the currents. That's actually how rafts were invented. Wagons, you know? Kinda had to avoid boulders as our wagon navigated rapids. You may be a brave hero, but these rocks are boulder. That's actually like the etymology of the word bold. It came from rocks, you know? You know, there's just snakes in the river. Of course there were. Actually, that's pretty reasonable. Wait. Hang on, snakes? Those are sharks. Oh. I mean, to be fair, that's basically the same thing. I mean, sharks are... They're like what oxen and buffalo are like. But they didn't invent copyright. They just stole it from buffalo and oxen. There's a bandit on a raft. It seems the bandit had followed her instead of an ambush. Man, these are some bizarrely determined bandits. Well, I guess I did just destroy their... machine gun wagon. Those things are valuable, you know? Even if they're, I mean, they're archaic, but still powerful. Hard to come by. That's how archaic they are. you'll notice their rafts go down very easily. That's because they're not made from wagons. Everyone knows that wagons make the best rafts. Fortunately, quantity has a quality all its own. And it died of a bullet to the face. Actually, a rather uncommon cause of death for settlers. Their journey ended there. The bandits looted the remains of the wagon and left the rest to sink. Not that it would. Wagons are actually incapable of sinking. Alright, that was another episode of Super Amazing Wagon Adventure. And a bit of history time with me. I'm sure I missed a few things. I mean, I hardly even got into the relationship of the habitat of the giant spiders, how they prey on settlers and all that, but that's enough for today, I suppose. I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. So long, suckers.